Somebody actually requested me to do this video because they saw something in the kitchen that they wanted to see more of. So what I'm going to be doing today is presenting a fridge tour. So let's get to it. So this fridge is not even a month old, but when we bought it, we had to wait a while for it to get here, to get it delivered. It's a Samsung. Why did we choose this? Because we were looking for a while. We had a very old fridge that was kind of dying, so we just basically needed to replace that fridge, and why not go with something a little more fancy. So this is what we chose. It's a 22-ish cubic feet. It's not the biggest refrigerator. There are bigger refrigerators, but for the space, it fits very well here in the kitchen. This is a counter depth model. So as far as the features of this refrigerator, again, it is 4 doors. So there are 2 doors up top, and there are 2 doors down below. So the top part would be your refrigerator. So that whole top part would be for food that you are keeping in there, food, drinks, etc. The bottom part is configurable to your desired setting. What does that mean? So the left side of the refrigerator down below is your freezer. So by default, that's going to be your freezer area, and then the right side of it can also be configured as a freezer, or you can set it up as a wine/beverage cooler, and that's what we have here as far as the configuration. We configured it for our beverages. I think the alcohol is more important to be stored properly for us. As far as the top portion, again, it's the food storage, and how we configure this, or how my wife arranged this, is basically the milk and creamers down here, food leftovers towards the bottom. We also have the vegetable drawers, and you can configure them with high or low humidity. And there's another interesting feature here about the shelving. They have this particular shelf right here can be moved. So if you have tall bottles, for example, you can make space for it. If you have like wine bottles that you want to put up here, you can move this particular shelf. As you can see here, see, it's different from this one. You can actually just remove it, but if you only need that little bit of space to store those tall items, you can just move this down over here like a drawer. And on this side, you have, on the left side of the refrigerator, these particular bins are not that roomy, so they're perfect for drinks like this, like these smoothies for kids. You can put cheeses and butter up here. And this particular chute that you see over here is part of the ice maker. Let's close that part. And this particular, these bins are again for your miscellaneous refrigerated items, sauces, salad dressing, and whatnot. You hear that? That's actually the refrigerator warning me that the doors have been open on the fridge for 2 minutes. So that's kind of the default, where you're losing cool air inside and the temperature goes up a certain degree. And the refrigerator doesn't like that, obviously, because it wastes a lot of energy. So it warns you. There's a warning on the fridge, and you just heard it. So speaking of the front panel, I think this is kind of the elephant in the room, right? And what does this do for us here? So it actually is your control center for the refrigerator. It runs on Android mobile. So it's just like an Android phone with limited capability. It's a very capable system again, but it's almost like an Android phone. And there are some applications that are already included in here. I'm not sure if you can add more applications in here. I haven't really checked it out. I haven't really dived in too deeply in the application, but we use it for different things. So let me just show you a couple of things. So over here we have a meal planner, kind of a calendar. Sorry, that's I have. There you go. I think that's a little easier to see. So that's our meal planner. So what you can do is when you're planning meals, you can go into a particular day, for example. Here. So for example, if you're planning a meal for the week, you could go ahead and select the meal, enter a title. So you don't have to think about it daily. It's already here. So if you had an idea for a recipe, for example, you can put it here. Also down here is a calendar. I know a lot of old school. We were old school before. We had a physical calendar up here, but now we have the digital calendar, and all you have to do is go into the calendar application, and over here we have. Sorry, it's hard to see. There you go. So my wife connected her account and it populates the calendar automatically. So we have half days of school, for example, whatever we need to keep tabs on as far as birthdays, that sort of thing, and different things that you do with a calendar. It's all up here. So speaking of meal planning, just want to show you an example of what we've done so far. So this is from last week. So from Monday to Friday, we have our meals planned out. It's because it makes it easier for shopping, and two so you don't have to think about the meals that you are going to cook, especially here in this house, because there's a lot of people who live in this house. So for example, I'm cooking something on Monday, right? And it has my name on it, so it's my turn to cook. So if I'm going to be cooking the same thing next week, for example, it doesn't have to be on Monday, but for example, if I want the same dish, let's say for next Friday, I can go ahead and just copy this, and I can copy it or I can delete it. But as you can see here, there's a copy too, so I can copy it for next Friday, for example. So just little things, see, or wherever, right? I can put it. It pops up the calendar right here. I can move that dish to anywhere I want to. As far as the other apps, there's an app for that. So all of them are here. All right. So these are the apps that are by default installed on the fridge. Yes, there is an application, the View Inside application. There's actually a camera that you can use. So if you want to look at your fridge without opening it, there you go. You have, you can readily see what's inside there. And you can actually, where it says here, it says show tags. You can actually tag the content of your refrigerator. For example, for example, this one is bread, right? You can tag it as bread. So if you run out of bread, the application will actually let you know that you need to go out and buy bread. So I think that's pretty neat. We open the fridge all the time anyway, so there's really no need for that type of an alarm. See where it says here? It says food recognition. You can actually put certain foods in there. Like for example, there's fruit like strawberry. It'll recognize that. I know we put blueberries in there and it recognized that. But obviously you have some of the other foods it doesn't recognize. So you have to enter those in manually. So another application that we use a lot on this fridge is the shopping list. So my wife has her allergy pills up here, toothpaste, mouthwash, for example. So and once you're done, you can actually just click this particular box and cross it off. And I believe you can actually email this to yourself. I just have to find out how, but those are pretty it's a pretty handy feature. So what else do I have on the screen? We have the weather. We actually have the weather on the main screen as well, but this comes in handy. Yes, it's going to be really hot. It's really hot right now here in Escondido. It's 107 Fahrenheit already. So it's really a hot day. There's also a Spotify application here. Yes, you can play music on the refrigerator if you want to. And also we've gone ahead, and because we do have the Ring alarm installed here in our house, Actually, we have our devices for the Ring set up here. So as you can see, number 1 is the front door, so that's our doorbell. So if for example somebody rings the doorbell, it will actually ring here. You will get a notification that there's somebody at the front door, and then you can go ahead and do a live view of the front door, and then it'll pop up and show you who's standing there. And you know, there's also a this particular feature where you can talk to the person who's outside ringing your doorbell. So pretty neat feature. And of course, there is a web browser if you want to browse the web. So right now I was looking at my channel. Yes, just looking at myself and my channel, and yes, you can actually play videos. And you know, for example, you can come to this video. And again, it's a web browser. The only thing that's not allowed, so here, see? There's the sound from the fridge. Yeah, that's actually one of my latest videos. So if you guys haven't watched it yet, go ahead and click on that video. It's about our Southern California brunch at the Shore House Kitchen in Carlsbad, California. So that's really it for my fridge tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, the reason why we chose this fridge is that it has a pretty good warranty. So it's a 10-year warranty on the compressor. It's a pretty good brand, a pretty popular brand, and we're expecting this particular refrigerator to last us a while. So, you know, hopefully it does. So thank you for joining me on this beautiful Sunday, beautiful but hot Sunday. Again, thank you guys for supporting this channel. I hope everybody stays safe. God bless. Peace. I'm out.